right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We live and remote. Live and remote. We are live. Good morning, everybody that's coming in this morning. Happy Friday. TGIF. Yes. So excited about it. Happy about it. Good morning, Germ L. Good morning. I'm just stirring up my oatmeal. Having oatmeal this morning, y'all. And that's pumpkin spice oatmeal. Good morning, Stacy. Love you too. I gotta get a move on. I got caught up this morning, and you know how it is. You get caught up piddling and fiddling. So I gotta hurry up and dilly-dally this morning. What's up, Daytwan Lilies or Lies? Good morning. I'm on the flavor track. All right, good morning. Yeah, we doing some flavor this morning. We doing pumpkin spice oatmeal. Yes, I done got bit by the pumpkin spice bug, y'all. So, just eating some oatmeal. Good morning, Aku, aka Cat Cat. Good morning, Christine, Deborah, Yunky. You have a blessed day too, Yunky. Yes, it's a beautiful Friday morning. I hope the day goes by quick because I got to work all weekend. Good morning, Tressa Hartley. Good morning. How are you this morning? Good morning, Charmaine, Kiki. Good morning, ladies. You have a blessed Friday. The chili video had me laughing. Oh, my God. I was so sleepy in that video, y'all. Hey, good morning, Kate. Good morning, Sandra. Yes, it's cold. I tell you what, Monday, we stepped out the house. It was cold, so we got our winter clothes out now for real, for real. Good morning, April. Yes, y'all. We got tricked, didn't we? We've been dealing with all this hot weather, and then all of a sudden. Hey, Terrence. Good morning. Hey, April. Yes. What's Marcy Claire? Good morning. Krista, good morning. Good morning, Jay Nicole. Good morning, Kiki. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning, y'all. I'm just getting my hair, getting my little ball going. I normally have that done when y'all come on, but like I said, I've been piddling around this morning, trying to get everything straightened out for this weekend because I got to work the whole weekend. And when you have to work the whole weekend, I can't function around here when stuff has to be done. So I said, let me get some stuff done this morning. And that way, all I got to do is tend to work. Checking email. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, good morning. Watching you and Tony, y'all chili bean mukbang. My piggy had to. Yes, honey. Let me tell you, my mom is all about the Food Line brand. They do need to send her a check, cause she do some serious advertising for Food Line. She does. But anyway, I hope everybody's had a blessed week, y'all. I've been so busy. I get home this time of year. I work a lot long hours. And then sometimes when I get home, I still have to boot up my laptop. And I have to monitor stuff throughout the night. And sometimes I don't get home. And I work a lot in the office this time of year to be a support to my team. And so, you know, when you're stuck in the office trying to get things handled, I have to remind myself, Tonya, you can get up and go home and just boot up when you get home. But you be so deep taking care of business that you don't even want to move. I mean, there's been times I'll get up and go to the bathroom at work, and I'll have answered all my emails, and I'll come back and have about 400 more emails just that quick. Hey, Krista, have a good day. Hi, Miss Peggy. Love y'all. Thank you. How do you prevent getting stressed out this time? Honestly, this is going to sound crazy. I breathe. I actually, when I feel myself getting overwhelmed at my desk, because, again, I'm in the turkey business, I literally have to just say, because when you do the job that I do and have the responsibility I have to do, you have to just go ahead on and embrace it. If you try to fight against it, you know people going to ask you crazy questions. You know people are really not going to respect your busyness, and they'll come over there and want to talk to you about their children. And you know you hate to have to cut people off and say, look, if it's not work related, I can't do it. And you have to be okay with being able to do that. Just like people that you work with, they have to understand the season you're in. When I see people are real busy, I don't try to come up there and talk to them about the spaghetti and meat sauce they had last night. Hey, good morning, Records 1990. Good morning, Tamika Whitehead. Good morning. No, I'm a type of person, I try to respect people's space. And I understand the difference between business and personal. But yeah, this time of year, I go ahead on and let my family know, and they're pretty much in the know. And y'all, I'm eating pumpkin spice oatmeal. They pretty much are in the know and know the season I'm in. But honestly, you have to go ahead on and embrace and say, okay. Just like back in the day when I used to work retail and had a part-time retail job, and during this time of year, honey, let me tell you, you gonna get people, they don't care that there's 1,000 people in the store. They don't care. They don't care that there's 1,000 people. Hey, Shannon, thank you. They don't care that there's 1,000 people in the store. They want you to help them and help them specifically. So even for y'all, I told my nephew this too, because he's got him a job at Target. They hired him for seasonal help, and they told him, but if you do a good job, sometimes they'll offer you to stay on permanently. And I just had to let him know. I said, just go ahead on. I'm going to let you know. You're going to be stocking something, and people are going to come up to you and ask you about something over there in the towel section, but you over here in the toy section. I said, you just have to go ahead on and embrace it, or call somebody real quick and say, hey, hold on, ma'am. I said, I don't work in that area, but I'll get you somebody that will help you in that area. Go ahead on and embrace what you're getting ready to face. Because the worst thing a person can do is, and I know we all have off days. If you try to walk around here and pretend like you don't never have no off days, and you don't never complain, please, bye. That ain't even realistic to me. Now, but for the most part, yeah, you got to embrace it. Because if you fight against it, oh, y'all, I made that ball just perfect. Woo, I ain't got to fool with it. Sometimes y'all have to fool with it and pull it and stretch it to make it look perfectly round. What? Perfect. I love it when a plan comes together like that. Yes, honey. Yes, love it. But yeah, that's a good question, because I'm telling you, a lot of times this time of year, people get stressed up, and I know it's just going to happen. But when you recognize you're in the moment of stressing out, and you might have to tell people, you know what? And I know if you're working on your job or retail job, you can't just stop ringing up people's transactions. But I'm just saying, like, when you get to a place where you can step away, it's okay. Just step away. If you have that luxury to do that. But if you don't, within yourself, just say real quickly, "Ooh, Lord, help me through this." You can say it right in your mind. You got to open your mouth. While you ringing up that $2.99 bowl, that cup, that Christmas towel or whatever, "Lord, help me. This woman or this man is being aggravating. They're being rude. And I know sometimes customers can be rude because they're tunnel vision. They're totally only focused on what they want. They don't care nothing about what you want. You're there. So, but yeah. I just love your little bun. Thank you. I know. I'm still contemplating, y'all, if I want to cut my hair. I'm going to miss my bun. I think I might lose my strength or something. All right. The bun is done. Now let's move on to the next. I think I'm just going to wear, I'm wearing black and white today. Some black slacks with a little shirt over, cardigan. Now y'all, when y'all dealing with hair gel, make sure you get your little wipey, little wipe, and wipe around the corners to get that gel so you don't have it mixed in with your makeup around your ears and stuff. Yes. But, yeah. Rockefeller, have a blessed day. Got to clock in. I know that's right. You have a blessed, productive day. And, but yeah, it can get stressful this time of year. You think about your loved ones, you know. My daddy, he ain't, you know, he's not here. This will be going on the second Christmas without my daddy. So, you know, things incur. But the best advice I can give you about stuff like that, y'all, just you have to embrace it. When you fight against it, oh, that's when you ask for trouble. You be stressed up. Your bowels won't even work right because you're too stressed up. And I don't say that to be vulgar. It's true. Let's see. But yeah. Which brings me to another point that one thing I have found, and I'm gonna tell you, I experienced this week. Some people don't be one of those type of people. I know we can all get overwhelmed. I'm not saying all that. But don't be one of those type of people that you're only going to stay in your box. And I know there are people like that that we work with. There's people like that, you know, in our family. And again, since we're talking about, since that's a good topic, good question that came up. Since we are talking about, I'll put that on later because that's going to take me a minute to get that on because I need to stand in the mirror, get that necklace on. But I just love my silver hoops. Hoop, hoop, dad, hoop, hoop, dad, hoop, dad, hoop, dad, hoop. Since we're talking about coping with stuff, y'all, let me tell you something. When you're working with people or you're around people, whether it be your family, whatever, and they're the type of people, they don't like to go out of their little four corners. They're going to stay within their four corners. They're not going to do anything extra. Not saying that what they already are doing is not a lot or relevant, but if it's one little inch or iota outside of that box, they're not going to do it. So you either gonna frustrate your purpose trying to banter back and forth with a person like that, or you go ahead on and make the adjustments on your end. Hey, Paula. Okay, I'm going in. Everyone have a great day. You too have a great, fabulous Friday. Have a productive Friday. You have to go ahead on and make the adjustment on your end. Like I said, about embracing. But now I'm a type of person. I'm not going to embrace or bad behavior. Oh no, I'm going to have to call you out on bad behavior or stuff that you know you need to do. Now, if you know something is your job or your responsibility, don't make it be that somebody else always have to continually tell you what your job or your responsibility is. And again, this is on the job, off the job, with family, with your spouse. And then you get an attitude when people say, well, you know, make sure you've done this or make sure you've done that. And you're the type of person, well, I know. Well, if you know, then why hasn't it been done? It was supposed to be done 2 days ago. So then you get an attitude because people are not necessarily being ugly and calling you out. It's just reminding you because you seem to be forgetful. Every week I'm having to tell you to do this. So that means, okay, you're not taking care of your business. So I'm having to repeat it. And see, it's one thing, dang, my kids need to listen to this. But it's one thing for you have to, and what I'm saying too with grown folk, we talking about grown folk. And then they get an attitude with you because you're calling them out. Hey, Jita, morning from Queens, New York. Love you too. Hey, Vanessa, good morning. And then they get an attitude with you because you calling them out. Well, then handle your business. If you are a person that gets offended easy, and look, go ahead on and confess your things. There's some things about me I know that aggravate me or pet peeves, and I know that I might need to work on some stuff. So guess what? If you're a type of person and you know you're easily offended by stuff, then try to do things that circumvent you getting offended. That's my thing. Stop doing things that's going to cause people to bring it to your attention. If you know good and well you're supposed to be responsible for doing this, but because somebody didn't write you a thesis paper or send you a Hallmark card to do it, like I said, you're not going to even go outside of that four corner. You see that a directive is there. You see that a task is there. You see that assignment has to be done, but you'll do this right here. I ain't going to, I know it need to be done, but I ain't going to do it unless somebody says so. Don't be one of them type of people. Don't be one of those type of people that operates like that, because you don't understand the type of havoc all these people around you have to do just to get something done. Good morning, Barbara. Good morning, Lady T. At the doctor with my mom. Hold on, let me see. At the doctor with my mom. She's having a procedure protection under God. Amen. We pray that all is well, and the procedure that she has done, that it served the purpose it needs to serve. Amen. And you have a great safe day at work as well. Amen. Hey, Lexus, good morning from New Jersey. Joyzy. Love it. Again, eating pumpkin spice oatmeal, y'all. And what's in my morning cup? Ice water. I don't drink like 3 cups already. My body woke up. I was just thirsty. But anyway. And plus, I had to cut that heat on. So sometimes cutting that heat on dries you out. But yeah, y'all. Don't be one of them type people that everybody always got to tell you something. And then when they tell you something, you get mad now. And sometimes it don't hurt to do a little bit outside the box. It really don't. You never know who's watching you do stuff outside the box. And then that's on your job. That's promotion. Question, Bojangles or Popeyes? Popeyes, honey, is the best. Hi, Britton. Hello, what are you eating today, beautiful girl? I'm eating pumpkin spice. I hope that's not upside down. Anyway, it's pumpkin spice oatmeal. It's really good, very tasty. Can you please sing Mercy by Shawn Mendes? Mercy. I don't think I've heard that song. Seems like it sounds familiar to me. Britman. You can call me Nikki. Okay. Hey, Nikki. Yeah, that Popeyes is the bomb.com. I know that's right. Good morning. What facial cleanser do you use? I use, my 2 staple products are Pond's cleanser and Pond's moisturizer. But what I use in the shower, when I'm in the shower washing, cleansing my face, it's called Mary Kay. I had another bottle over here, but it's in the shower. It's Mary Kay 3-in-1 cleanser. That's what I keep in the shower when I take my shower, and I use that. But before I go in the shower, I put the Pond's cleanser on, wipe it off, get in the shower, and then use the Mary Kay. But yeah, y'all, I need to start doing something about my under eyes. I might go to the mall, to the Clinique cleanser. To the Clinique counter And they say they've got some wonderful stuff, because I'm 47 and yeah, I'm starting to see stuff. If y'all can see that, I'm starting to see stuff under my eyes. Slight discoloration in bags. And that just could be because I'm just tired. Hey, Rashawn from Japan. Good morning. AJ's. Good morning. Averill here. Good morning, Averill. Good morning, Yvette. Good morning. But yeah, y'all. This time of year, you have to embrace stuff. Abigail, do you like Justin Bieber? If you do, can you please sing? I don't really like, I really don't listen to Justin Bieber at all. I really don't. I don't have anything against him. I know he's, you know, a young guy. Like most young folks, they learn stuff in life the hard way, like I did when I was growing up. But honestly, I couldn't even, let me see, I think one of the songs that was real popular, that baby, 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 oh, something like that. That's about the only thing I know about Justin Bieber. Baby, baby, baby. Because my granddaughter used to sing it all the time. But no, he's way younger than I am, so I really didn't get into his music. But now, back in the day, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, the boy bands, New Edition. Oh, yes. BK. Yeah, all of them was mine. Lady T got my mom watching you from the first. Hey, well, what's up? Say hey to your mama, Barbara. Angelo. Good morning, Angelo from Puerto Rico. Finally, I can see you. Hey, good morning. How y'all doing down there in Puerto Rico? Don't think we ain't continuously praying for y'all. Still praying, and we'll continue to pray for Puerto Rico. Yes, indeed. May the Lord continue to provide and give you everything that you need, that your infrastructure begin to be restored, that your power and all that stuff, cause all that stuff to work for their good, Lord, and that the right companies come in and do what is necessary to get Puerto Rico back working. I mean that. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Abigail, I live in North Carolina. Yep, North Carolina, North Kakalaki. This is my second home. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm a Georgia peach. And my father was in the military, and we left Georgia when I was like 8 years old. And we went and traveled all over the United States. Not, when I say all over, you know, we traveled and overseas, and where Dad went, we went, because we were military children. Let's see. Hoping things continue to get better for Angelo. Amen. Let's keep Angelo lifted in prayer, y'all. Seriously. Did you enjoy traveling? Oh, yeah, I enjoyed traveling. I really did. I really, really did. It was good. I love diversity. It's just a blessing to be able to see different cultures, how they live. You get introduced into their way of living, and you, because you're there, you adopt their way of living, and it just becomes part of you. I just tuned in. Let's see. I'm sorry. I just tuned in. You already had makeup on. No, I'm just putting my makeup on. Your skin is beautiful. I watch you and your mom all the time. Okay, thank you so much, Nikita. It must have opened up your mind. Yeah, it did. It really did. Traveling will open up your mind, because when you're around what you're around all the time, that's it. You're not conducive to anybody else's way of living. But then when you step out of, again, the box, ain't that something? We're talking about the box today. When you step outside of the box and you see things, and that's true in life. When you step out of your normal arena, you begin to see things in a different way. Just like in life, when things start happening to you, it never happened to you before. Parenthood, being a mother or a father. When that happens, your whole perspective changes. Vanessa, Lady T, here in Sutherland Springs, 20 minutes from San Antonio, some food winning. Oh, yeah. We've been praying about that, too. That was horrible. Horrible, that shooting in Texas. Horrible. It was just horrible. I cried and just prayed, and I just said, my God, what in the world? And then, for those of us who read the reports, we recognized that this man had problems. And see, that's the thing. He slipped through the cracks. And what I mean by that was it was never reported that he had all that issues. And so he was able to buy weapons and do all that, and he just went under the radar. He just went under the radar, unfortunately. And because of that, several lives were lost. Many lives were lost. Oh, such a tragedy. But yeah. And see, that again, this ties into what we're talking about. When you handle your business, now I don't know who in the Air Force was responsible for making sure that got reported to the FBI that this man had problems. He had struck his officer. He had beat his wife and his child. And he was dishonorably discharged from the Air Force because of his conduct. For whatever reason, it didn't get reported to, it didn't get put in the database. And so what happened was that man, he was able to go and purchase firearms and do the destruction and devastation that he did. So again, that goes in line with what I'm saying. Even though it parallels a little bit, that's why you have to handle your business. You have to be on top of your business. If you were the person responsible for entering that information and you just didn't feel like it that day, or somebody, and I'm not saying they purposely did it, but that's the importance of when you're doing something, you on a job. Try to do it to the fullest extent. Don't half do stuff. Don't be half stepping. Don't half do report. No, go on and see things through. I've seen people that have had a major have in the middle of a major problem, but because it's 5 o'clock, they get up and go. And I understand people have to get up and go and get their children or something, but say something to somebody and see if your direct supervisor or somebody can handle it. If you've got to go and pick up your children, I get that, but there's some people, they'll get up and leave a problem and say, oh, well, let them fend for themselves. And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people that's like that. And all I'm saying this morning, don't be a person like that, especially if you know you have a job and it requires a little bit of extra. Go on and do the extra. Because you never know who's watching you and might say, you know what? When promotion time come or bonus time come, you know what? This person or that person, he or she goes the extra mile. They go the extra mile. So guess what? We're gonna recognize them. You're gonna be a hustler or a go-getter. And I understand everybody ain't like that. I know people, they ain't gonna do no more than what is required of them. And there's some people are like, and like I said, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. But then when it begins to breach and cause problems for other people, see, I'm a team player. If sometimes that shortstop have to run up and get something that the first baseman missed, or that infielder or outfielder, they might have to run up because the first baseman didn't catch the ball when it rolled past him. So the person in the outfield, he comes and runs up and scoops it up and makes the play. That's just teamwork. It just is. And I understand you got some people that, that was one of the things in college that let me tell y'all something. in college, whew, when you had to do them discussion boards and stuff. Now, let me tell you something. There were people on the team. Again, you got 9 or however many people in that class. You're doing the discussion board. Everybody got to do their part. It was established in the beginning. Okay, you're going to take care, and you're going to take care of the turtles. I'm going to take care of the bird portion. You're going to take care of the apples and oranges. There's always was somebody in there that dropped the ball and never did their part. Well, because the assignment had to be done, somebody else had to step out and handle what this other person did do, because the grade was going to be issued out to everybody. Well, let me just tell you, one time this joker, he never participated, but he got the benefit. So I had to call him out. And the teacher let me know, okay, thank you, I appreciate that. So instead of everybody else got an A, but he didn't get an A because he was a participant. So you have to be a participant. But there are some people like that in life. They'll ride that radar. They'll stay under the radar. They ain't going to do nothing, but they get the benefits of what other people do. You know. And I understand we can help people. But when you're supposed to be a participant, there's some things in life that you have to be a participant in. You can't just sit there on the sidelines. Let's see. I missed some stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. Because y'all know I can run my mouth. Complete Miles, good morning. Sebastian, good morning. Deidre versus Diva. Oh, I love that nail color. Thank you. I'm going to get my nails and feet done tonight because it's been 3 weeks. I don't know what color. What color should I get, y'all? What color should I get? Okay, I work in a toxic environment due to the supervisor. A lot of people have lost motivation to work or be a team. Barely show up, makes it extra hard for the rest of us. Why I'm trying. Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah. You can have a manager, you can have a supervisor that just totally brings work morale down. And see, I'm a supervisor, and I have to make sure I'm constantly there for my team, because everything that I have up here, I try to pour it out to them, and I also have everything. I'm a documenter, so. But yeah, it's sad. Okay, what makeup am I wearing today? It's really sad. And sometimes, you know, if it's really toxic, you have to just go ahead on and do what you have to do there too. You have to go to HR or whatever your next step to do or sometimes just depending on the person or the atmosphere. I'm a type of supervisor. I'll ask, like when I'm explaining something or I'm giving a directive to my team, I'll say, okay, does that explain it? I'm not a supervisor that what I say is cut and dry. No, we're going to work and cohesively together and say, okay, what would be, you know, what would bring you relief in this situation? What can I do to make it better? Or what can I do to be more proactive to make it, you know, better for you? And so that's how, because see, I have a great staff. I have a staff that have a mind to work. Oh, that's the best feeling for a supervisor. When you have a staff that has a mind to work and is willing to say, hey, Tonya, what can I do to help you get this off your plate? Whatever. But you have to, I know I have to create that atmosphere for them that I can be an approachable supervisor. Now, when I first started being a supervisor, there are some things I had to learn along the way. It was no longer my mind was focused on what my work was doing. When I have now a staff of 3 that reports to me, it's no longer me just keeping my eyes on what I have to do. I now have to be on watch for what all of them do. So my language had to change. My delivery, my tact had to change. When I speak to other departmental heads about my staff, my whole tone has to change. There's certain things that I used to could discuss with them and be playful and cheerful I could still do that, but I have to tone it. I have to switch it. I have to remember, okay, now I'm their superior. So I have to change my delivery and how I say. And then there's some things I had to learn how to be a little bit forceful on when I needed to be forceful, but I did it tactfully. So I really had to think about what I'm going to say, because used to, you could just say, girl, you crazy, blah, blah, blah. But now I can't, in a supervisory management position, I can't do that. I have to totally change my tone and my delivery when I'm talking to my staff, because now I have to be cautious that I don't come off to them as being like the person just mentioned, harsh, hostile. Well, dog, I ain't gonna ask her to help me no more if I got to go through that every time. You really have to be thinking constantly. You have to be cautious of not that you don't, and it's just gestures. You have to be careful that you don't go over there and lay your hand on their shoulder. You have to be careful that you don't there's just a lot that I had to learn, and thank God for my mom being an HR manager, because she schooled me real quick whenever I got promoted, and this was, like I said, years ago. But I'm telling you, it's a whole nother ball game. Now you have to be careful, and we see that it's true with all this stuff going on with this man in Hollywood fooling with people. Oh yeah, harassment is real. You have to be careful how you speak to people. And I'm very cautious of that. When people come up to me, even though I might be intense in what I'm doing this time of year, when my staff come up to me and ask me questions, I have to immediately relax my face so that when I turn around and look at them, they don't think that tense, serious face is not towards them. So as a supervisor, I have to constantly be thinking, and also find a time to give them my undivided attention. So, and again, you have to be, as a supervisor, anybody who's a supervisor out there or wanted to excel to supervise, you have to constantly be thinking about what I can do to serve it, not just them serving me, so to speak, but being a service to your team. See, I'm a supervisor. I've done it all. Any and everything they're going to go through, it's already happened. I already know what's going to happen. So I'm the type of supervisor, I'll get in there with you. I get there knee to knee with you. We be there elbow to elbow, working, troubleshooting. That's just me, because it makes your team know that they can trust you. They know that you've got their back. And they also know now, okay, Tonya, you don't play neither. Knowing how to separate business from pleasure. Business from personal, rather. They know me that too. And I said, I try to give them tips on always be thinking business. If you get too personal, well, daggone, I can't believe, I was asking him how you doing. He was like, oh, where's my truck? Business. I tell people, this is not a sorority here. This is not your family, not your house. This is business. And when you put in your mind that this is business and that this is not personal, and people, and you're dealing with customers and consumers, they don't care about your dog, Charlie. They don't. They want to know where their product is. They got to receive in 50 trucks. They don't want to hear that, the weather in North Carolina is this and that and the other. No. Tell them what they need to know. So, those are the type of things you have to just learn and flow with. But anyway, I'm running my mouth. You sound like an excellent supervisor. Sometimes managers are unable to recognize the impact they have on their employees. It's really true. It really is true. Some managers don't realize the impact. And I do. I let my staff know. I said, look, y'all are doing an excellent job. Continue. I know you've got it. But I'm always here for you. And I tell my staff, listen, because I'm here, I want you to get it. I want you to learn it. I want you to know where to go. Now, when you're stumped, yeah. But always take a moment, because we're always like that. We're human nature would just say, well, I'm just going to ask so-and-so. And we don't take the time, that 1 or 2 minutes, and just read over our notes, or go back and look at our post notes, or go look in our folder to see where that information is. And granted, yeah, you can come to me and I can tell it to you just like that. But I also want you to be able to get it. Because let's say I'm on vacation and you can't ask me that. Go to your notes. Go. That's why I was talking about last time. Note taking, y'all. And before, you know, I'm the first call. Same thing I tell my son. I said, don't make me, your mama, be your first call to get you out of hot water. Breathe and say, okay, how can I remix this? You know, it could be you run to me to financially help you with something, and instead of you calling your creditor or working it out with your landlord and say, listen, something came up with the kids, blah blah blah. Can I do X, Y, and Z? Can I give you $250 this week and $250? Don't let me be your first call. So in life, sometimes we have to say, okay, let me look over and see how I'm gonna remix this, and I don't have to open my mouth to ask anybody to help me. Let me work through this problem on my own. And so I do that same thing at work. I say, okay, think about it. But then again, if it's something major, technical, and it needs my approval to proceed, yeah, those are the type of things I'm not talking about. But your everyday mundane problems, allow yourself to see a skill set blossom before you, oh, Tonya, or oh, mama, oh, daddy. Think about it. Okay, you know what? I hate to even have to call, but you know what? If this is a way I need to work through the problem and I ain't got to ask nobody, then do it. I'm right now in high school in the 9th grade, so I will not get a job until I'm in my 20s or 30s. Abigail. Oh, well, you know what? When I was in my first job, I was actually 16, and I worked for J.C. Penney's. Was my first job, and I was 16 years old. And I also worked at Burger King. So, you know, you may get a job before you turn 20. Unless you go, and just depending on what you do in life, the trajectory that you go on, it may cause you to have to go to school for a long period of time, and you may be in school a lot, and you may not be able to work. Sorry if I'm bragging. No, you're not bragging. Good morning, Sally. Abigail, try to do some volunteer work if you can. Yeah. That's excellent. Excellent, Germ. Excellent suggestion. Volunteer work is excellent. A lot of people, let me tell you something. I had a friend. She was having a hard time getting a job because she had some health issues here and there. But I gotta keep eye on the time, y'all. She had a hard time getting a job because of health issues. So one of the things she did, she started volunteering. Guess where? She started volunteering at the unemployment office. And she worked there at that employment office volunteering. And she was going to school at the same time. And how about some kind of position came open? And honey, she got her a good paying job. That took her about 6 months. And it just worked out for her. And all the stuff that she learned there at that unemployment office, she was able to use that on her now job that she's doing now. It just worked out for her. And she got all the experience. She got to work with people. She got to deal with people who were frustrated. So it all helped her in knowing how to deal with people and how to problem solve and help people. She learned how to be matter of fact, she got a job doing research. Good job for working for the NC State. And she is getting paid good money. And she learned, and the job was having to do something with research. And you know, sometimes researchers, that can be a thankless job. But honey, don't sleep on it. But you got to be wired to do that. She's a person, she used to like to dig for information. And let me tell you, like I said, them jobs may seem to be thankless jobs, but don't sleep on them type jobs, honey. They pay very well. I would like to go back to school, but math don't like me. What can I do? Again, tap into what your passion is. What do you like to what's your focus? What is something that you would like to do? And then again, if whatever you want to do or like to do in life, and it requires you to be on top of your math, then you may have to seek tutoring Or find, a lot of times, find people, you'd be surprised. And I'm not saying that it's not necessarily for everybody. Find out you might have cousins, you might have somebody right in your family who are masterminds at math. Or guess what? You might have a nephew, he might be 15 and you might be 40, but he might know that math. Don't be afraid to go to your 15, 16-year-old nephew or niece or whoever, that might be. Guess what? If they, you willing to pay them, or if they just willing to do it just for the sake of helping you, shoot. Don't be afraid to ask folk that are younger than you, and they know that math. Matter of fact, my boss's daughter, smart as a whip. Smart as a whip in math. She was the valedictorian of her her graduating class, and one of them people just get it. They just get it. It just come easy. Don't be afraid to hook up with people like that know math. Call out to the local college. You'd be surprised, your local either college near you or your local community college, you'd be surprised at how many people that just do, again, talking about volunteer work. And they will volunteer and help you, tutor you. Whatever you're passionate about. Me, I'm passionate about business. I like business. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, working for corporate America now, you seem like you're always on call. But I like the busyness of it. It's a love-hate relationship. It really is. I like working with teams where everybody does their part and we come together and take care and handle our business. I love stuff like that. Okay. Here in Romania, you can't really get a job if you're 16. The employer wants you to at least finish high school and to know English very well. It is very hard to even find a job without college. Oh, yeah. Let me tell y'all something. Education is the new currency. And yeah, I understand that. Some job, like where I work, you have to be 18 in order to be employed there. And see, when I was working, I had to get a work permit because of my age. In some places, in some countries, oh yeah, you have to be a certain age before they let you work. And I understand that too, because there's certain laws in place. And yeah, unless you get a skilled trade, like let's say you go to school to be a mechanic and you don't have to have, and you get that skilled trade and stuff like that, mechanics but you see, even with mechanics, they're getting these machines to do a lot of stuff, troubleshoot stuff. They hook your car up to the computer tells the technician what's going on. And so, even that field is sort of dwindling. I mean, we got self-driving cars now. They got self-driving trucks on the highway now. I mean, so the human aspect of it. But see, that's why you got to have pretty much a college degree if you want to get a good paying job, because I'm telling you, they're going to need engineers and skilled tech people to fix all these machineries that will eventually, now not all things, but that will eventually replace human beings. I mean, we're seeing it now. Y'all know I'm a news junkie. I mean, there's all kinds of laws being created now to benefit machine. A lot of jobs are going to be taken. Like one big industry that's true in is the automotive industry. The automotive industry has just about taken over with machinery. And so yeah, get your education. I mean, really and truly, that is truly the new currency. Because like I said, after a while, they're gonna have to have, they might have a lot of jobs that are being replaced with machines. Humans are being replaced by machines, but they got to have people that's got to fix and be able to program all these machines. So, yeah. And that's what young people are recognizing. Young people, you know, I know we like social media and we get a lot of our news, but, you know, but y'all pay attention to the news. I know it may be boring to some young people, but pay attention to the news so you can see what's really going on, what's coming down the pipeline in the next 5 years, what these big companies are investing their money in. You know, that's what you have to keep your eyes on. So look at what they're pouring all their billions of dollars in, and then you look up, like I said, for a lot of truck drivers. Oh yeah, it's real. They got self-driving cars and trucks. And of course, a lot of this stuff is, you know, being studied and all that. Good morning, Mona. But yeah, you have to recognize that things are happening. All right, y'all. I'm about to shut it down. I hope I didn't ignore too many of your questions while I was trying to get dressed. Wearing a little pink lipstick today. I'm wearing black and white today, y'all. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Wow, that was a lot that came out on that. But anyway, that was a good little chit chat. I love y'all. We can talk. See, isn't that fun? We can just talk about anything. We can talk about job. We can talk about stuff. But yeah, for any of you all who are watching me and you can't get a job where you live, just, you know, just hold on until you're eligible to get a job. And in the meantime, Germ L, great suggestion. Do volunteer work. Volunteer work is awesome to put on your resume. It really is. And it opens up doors. Let me tell you, when you do volunteer work, that's so much networking. You meet people. And then when you're eligible, who knows? Whoever you're networking with, if they're grown adults that you're talking to, when they say, you know what, I can't hire you now because you're underage, but come see me in a couple of years. This is my business. That's how you network. This is you expose young people. When you network, when you volunteer and do volunteer work, it puts you in an arena where you can network with different people. And so when they look at you and they see that you're ambitious, they say, you know what? Come see me in a couple of years and I'll see what I can do about getting you a job. But then there again, education is the new currency. I understand college is not for everyone, but in order to be in the same playing field, honestly, that college education used to, you know, you can get your high school education now. Oh yeah. Some of these corporations, and it depends again what your trajectory is, where you want to go. Most companies now, certain positions, they won't even consider your application unless you got a 4-year degree. Seriously. But anyway, I enjoyed this conversation this morning, but I do have to go. Very true. I volunteered from 13 to 16 with a company, and the day I turned 16 and was able to work. Amen. That's what I'm saying. Internships are great too. Internships. If you're a person, you're interested in working at a radio show and you want to be a radio host when you turn 30 or 40, find out at your local radio stations, your local TV station, if those are the areas that you see yourself wanting to go. Hey, sometimes when you're young and you're not able, and you're still at home with mom and all them, and you're 16, 17 years old, and they've got internships. Where I work, we have internships. It's a wonderful thing to get those type of things, because again, when a position opens and you're able to work, they can say, you know what, this person interned, this person volunteered at this company, and they did a doggone good job. They did a better job than some of the folks we've got on payroll. And guess what? A position opens up, and whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, 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 there it is. You step right on into it. So young folks, volunteer, intern, do what you can to get your foot in the door to network. Glad I caught you this morning. Have a good day. You too. Y'all, I really got to do it. Hey, Eartha, good morning. I just wanted to tell you that I'm related to you always. Amen, Eartha, good morning. Mona, that's so true. Now they are looking at your age also. It's a little harder for older people. I'm not sure of if they look at the fact that you may not be able to do that job or what. Yeah, you got people that will look at your age, because a lot of people, if they're hiring and they shouldn't be, because they should look at your skill set. But then a lot of employers are thinking, okay, this person's 62, they're gonna be wanting to retire in 3 years. It goes through your mind. But yeah, you're right. It's that can teeter along the line of age discrimination. Tonya, you are so amazing. Thank you for taking the time out to talk with us. You too, Complete. Thank you, Complete Miles. As a manager, we can't ask age, but many businesses discriminate on it. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I'm interviewing, you can't ask about age. You can't ask about there's certain questions that I can ask, and there's certain questions that I can't. But again, I'm the type of person, I try to look at the resume and all that information that's before me, and then I try to draw into a conversation to find out where they are professionally. And most of the time I can discern or pull that out, and I give that person opportunity to talk about certain things. So when you're interviewing people, it's just a skill that you learn on how to draw certain things out of them. Not manipulation, but you're trying to get the person to talk about what they're passionate about and what their weaknesses and strengths are. Those type of things. You're welcome. Amen. Okay. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. I've been on here for almost an hour this morning with y'all. And like I said, I truly enjoy these Morning Cup Fridays. Exactly. You have to have a deeper conversation. That's right. You do. Deeper conversation with questions on the paper. And absolutely. Absolutely. But Deja versus Diva. Thank you. Now can we sing? Okay, let's see. What's this? Okay. But anyway, I hope y'all have a fabulous, fabulous day. And let's see. I was trying to see if there's any more comments coming. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. I have really got to go. I love y'all. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Have a fabulous Friday. And y'all continue to rock with me as I do nonstop November. I love you. God bless you. Have a blessed day. I love you. God bless you. And have a blessed day. Bye, y'all. Gotta go. Oh, wait a minute. So, DJ, you missed my comment earlier. I was saying I was stationed in Spain too. Torrejon Air Force Base. Yes, that's where we were. Yes. Okay. I really got to go. Love y'all. God bless. Bye-bye.